Once upon a time, in a quiet little town. It was frightening, whispering doubts and fears. But Lily held Rosie's hand tight and said, "You don't scare me. I believe in light. I believe in love." And just like that, the shadow dissolved. The kingdom sparkled brighter than ever before. The dolls cheered, lifting Lily up as their hero. When she returned to her room, the first rays of morning sunlight filled her window. Her dolls were still and quiet again, back to being toys. But Lily knew the truth. She smiled, whispering, "Thank you, my friends." From that day forward, she never felt alone. Because deep down, she knew her dolls were always with her, protecting, listening, and loving her. And so, Lily's nights were never ordinary again. They were filled with magic, friendship, and the power of belief. After Lily's first adventure in the kingdom of dolls, her heart was forever changed. Every night, when she looked at Rosie and the others, she wondered, would the door to their world open again? Days passed, then weeks. Life went on as usual: school, friends, homework. But Lily carried a secret smile, because she knew something no one else did. Her dolls were alive, and there was a whole kingdom beyond her bedroom. One moonlit night, as she lay half asleep, she heard it again, a gentle whisper, "Lily, it's time." Her eyes fluttered open. Rosie stood at the edge of her bed, alive again, her glassy eyes glowing warmly. The other dolls were waiting too, and there, by the wall, shimmered the glowing door once more. Without hesitation, Lily stood up, held Rosie's hand, and stepped through. This time, the kingdom looked even more breathtaking. The skies glowed with colors she had never seen before, like a painting come alive. But something felt different. The air was tense. Rosie spoke softly, "Lily, our kingdom needs you again. The shadow is gone, but now a storm has risen. Something ancient has awakened." Lily frowned. "What is it?" The dolls looked at each other nervously. Then one said, "The lost queen." Long ago, the dolls explained, the kingdom was ruled by a queen of light. But when darkness spread, she vanished. Some said she was trapped. Others whispered she had been betrayed. Now, her spirit was calling out, trapped in a forgotten tower far away. Lily's heart beat faster. Then we have to find her. If she's a queen, she belongs here. And so, their new journey began. They crossed fields of silver grass that sang when the wind blew. They passed through forests where the trees whispered secrets and guided their paths. Lily listened closely, amazed by how alive everything was. But the journey wasn't easy. At night, strange creatures lurked in the shadows, tiny beings with glowing red eyes. They tried to trick Lily with illusions, showing her fears. One whispered, "You're just a little girl. You don't belong here." But Lily, remembering Rosie's words, stood tall. "I believe in myself, and I believe in my friends." The illusions vanished instantly, melting into the night. Finally, after days of traveling, they reached the tower. It stood tall and broken, wrapped in vines and glowing faintly with golden light. Inside, everything was quiet too quiet. Lily climbed the spiral stairs with the dolls by her side until she reached a grand chamber. There, in the center, was a glass cage, and inside it floated the lost queen, her figure shimmering, her eyes closed as if in an endless sleep. "Only one who truly believes can break the spell," Rosie whispered. "Lily, it must be you." Lily stepped closer, her heart racing. She placed her hand on the glass and whispered, I believe in you. I believe in light. Wake up. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the chamber shook. Light burst from the glass, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. The queen's eyes opened, glowing brighter than the stars. Lilly, the queen's voice was gentle yet powerful. You freed me. The dolls bowed. Lilly stood in awe. The queen smiled at her. You are no ordinary child. You carry the magic of belief stronger than anyone I've ever known. Our kingdom owes you everything. As the queen returned to her throne, the kingdom lit up with joy. Fireworks of light danced across the sky. Music filled the air. The dolls twirled and laughed, celebrating their queen's return. Lilly was lifted high, crowned with a wreath of glowing flowers. For one night, she wasn't just a visitor, she was a hero of the kingdom. But soon, dawn began to rise in her world. The glowing door appeared again. Rosie hugged her tightly. Thank you, Lilly. You've given us back our queen. But remember, this isn't goodbye. Whenever you believe, the door will always open. Lilly smiled with teary eyes, stepped back through the door, and found herself once again in her cozy bedroom. The sun was rising outside. Her dolls sat silently on the shelf, their glassy eyes gleaming, as if they carried a secret smile. Lilly whispered, Until next time, my friends. And she knew deep down this was only the beginning of many magical adventures to come. This was a story of Lilly and her dolls, a reminder that sometimes the things we love most hold a magic we can't always see, but can always feel. There lived a girl named Lilly. She was gentle, kind-hearted, and loved by everyone in her neighborhood. But more than anything, Lilly loved her dolls. Her room was filled with them big dolls, tiny dolls, soft dolls, and porcelain ones with shiny glass eyes. To Lilly, they were not just toys. They were her friends, her secret keepers, and her little family. Every evening, when the sun set and the golden light poured into her room, Lilly would sit on the carpet, arrange her dolls in a circle, and talk to them. She told them stories from school, whispered her dreams, and sometimes even her worries. But something about her dolls was different. Lilly often felt as if they were listening. Their eyes sparkled in a way that made her wonder if they were alive. Of course, she laughed at the thought dolls can't be alive, right? One stormy night, when the rain tapped hard against her window and thunder rolled across the sky, Lilly couldn't sleep. She sat up in bed, hugging her favorite doll, Rosie, when she suddenly heard a whisper, Lilly, don't be afraid. Her eyes widened. She looked around. The room was dark, except for the soft glow of her night lamp. Again, she heard it clearer this time. Lilly, it's us. Her heart pounded. Slowly, she turned her head toward the shelf where her dolls sat. And to her amazement, their little heads began to move. Rosie blinked. Another doll smiled. And one by one, they came alive. Lilly gasped, not in fear, but in wonder. The dolls stepped down carefully, gathering around her. Rosie held her hand and said, We've always been here, watching over you. Tonight, we wanted to show you who we really are. Instead of being scared, Lilly felt warmth in her heart. Her dolls were alive, and they weren't here to harm her, they were here to protect her. From that night onward, every evening became magical. When the clock struck midnight, the dolls would come alive, dancing, laughing, and telling stories. Lily would listen with wide eyes, learning about their little world, a world where dolls had kingdoms, adventures, and even battles of their own. One night, the dolls told Lily about a great danger. Our kingdom is in trouble, Rosie explained. A shadow tries to steal our light. We need your help. Lily hesitated. But I'm just a girl. How can I help? Rosie smiled. Because you believe in us. And belief is the strongest magic of all. So Lily agreed. With her dolls by her side, she entered their hidden world through a glowing door that appeared in her room. She found herself in a land of wonder, fields of cotton clouds, rivers that shimmered like glass, and castles made of starlight. But it wasn't all beautiful. A dark mist lingered at the edge of the kingdom, where the shadow waited. Lily, with her courage, stood beside her dolls. Together, they faced the shadow.